Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to use our slides to walk through one expert's really striking analysis of a potential and maybe imminent attack on Iran.
Okay, let's just dive right into the heart of it, because the central claim from this analysis is a real bombshell. This isn't some distant possibility. It's being presented as something that's about to happen.
So over the next few minutes, we're going to break down this specific viewpoint, step by step. We'll use the slides to really get a handle on the strategy they're describing, the supposed justification, and, well, the pretty devastating aftermath that's being predicted.
Right. So the core argument here is that this isn't a matter of if anymore, it's a matter of when. The analysis claims that both the United States and Israel have already finalized their operational plans for an attack. Everything's ready to go.
So what are the signs? Well, the analysis points to some very real, tangible military moves. We're talking long-range bombers being deployed, refueling planes getting into position. But it's not just about the hardware, right? It's also the political side of things, with a shared goal of regime change and the belief that Iran itself knows something is coming and is bracing for it.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The plan being described isn't just a straightforward military strike. No, it's presented as this really complex, mixed operation, with the sources calling a hybrid war.
So look at how this is supposed to unfold. It's a layered strategy, and it doesn't even start with bombs. The argument is that the plan begins from the inside out. First, you amplify the protests that are already happening. Then you activate your intelligence assets inside Iran. Then come the targeted airstrikes, all building to the final goal, cutting the head off the snake by isolating or capturing the leadership.
Okay, so you've got your attack plan, but that's only half the story, isn't it? According to this analysis, the justification for the attack is just as critical. It's all about creating a pretext, a reason to go in that the world will accept.
And this right here is the absolute linchpin of the whole strategy. It's this idea of a critical mass uprising. The goal, supposedly, is to get the protests so large that any foreign intervention doesn't look like an attack. Instead, it looks like you're just answering the call of the Iranian people, coming in to help them.
And this comparison is so key to understanding the argument. This isn't the old playbook. Other operations might have relied on backroom deals to get the military to stand down. But the Iran model described here, it's completely different. It needs the public, visual spectacle of a revolution to legitimize the entire operation on the world stage.
But, a plan like this makes one huge assumption, that your target is just going to roll over. And this analysis is crystal clear on that point. Iran will not be a passive victim. The prediction isn't for a clean surgical strike. It's for a very bloody war.
Wow. I mean, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? This captures that do-or-die mentality the analysis attributes to the Iranian regime. It's not a threat of defense. It's a promise that if they're going down, they're taking their attackers down with them.
So what does that retaliation actually look like? Well, it's not about hunkering down. It's a massive, all-out counteroffensive. It would start at home by crushing the protests, but then expand outwards, and fast. We're talking a major missile assault on Israeli cities, attacks on U.S. bases all over the region, just unleashing the full might of their arsenal.
Okay, so when you hear about a massive attack and an even bigger retaliation, the next question is pretty obvious, right? Does this spiral out of control? Does this become a wider global war?
This is the big one, isn't it? It's the question on everyone's mind. When you have major powers clashing like this, you have to wonder if you're looking at the start of World War III.
And you know what? The answer in this analysis is surprisingly direct. No. The reason comes down to a very specific definition. For this expert, a third world war is one that involves nuclear weapons between major powers. Since that's not expected here, it would remain a conventional, regional conflict, just a really, really brutal one.
And on top of that, according to this viewpoint, Iran would be completely on its own. Major powers like Russia and China are not expected to jump in militarily. The prediction is that Iran would have to face the United States and Israel with absolutely no one coming to help.
And that leaves us with this final, really chilling question that this analysis forces you to ask. Even if the goal of regime change works, if the cost is a very bloody war with massive retaliation, in a conflict this destructive, what does victory even mean? What would it actually look like when the dust settles?